I was cheating on being homeless, sleeping nights on the floor at my mum's. Me and the population of Russia were at the centre of a media complex where everyone knew what I was thinking. So I took it as deliberate if anyone said or did anything out of turn to invoke my uncontrollable temper. Like when you hoot your horn just as I'm getting ready for some deep cathartic thinking, you like you're playing some video game at a higher level and you want me to keep up. Or when you lick your lips or rub your thighs, I can feel it from here, across 12 feet of space. After all, aren't we all one? I feel it and I don't know why, but it makes me want to shout! But above all, I was humble, with a capital B for bomb. That was the subtle character of my daily walks into town and out and in and out again. I was smuggling emotional explosives into the city centre, and as I thought, the self-appointed agents of security would try to stage a controlled explosion. Though as I said, there was no control. I could see through the improbability of it all, but once thwarted in my inner journey, the anger would burst through, even after a count of 10. One day I was looking in the window of a second-hand bookshop. I noticed an individual at the other end of the window with, apparently, a mental bead on me.
You're staring at that Beckett trilogy, like a wounded hyena staring at a cornered rat.
What's it to you? Anyway, I never could get to grips with nihilism.
I think you can be a fellow traveller. You're staring at those books but not seeing them.
You're splitting hairs, but you've got my attention.
My name's John. Nice to make your acquaintance.
I'm Bill. The dubious pleasure's mine.
Shall we retreat to a cafe and get rehydrated? This weather's draining.
I'm not doing anything else. Why not? Maybe something I regret, but what the hell? And so a beautiful occasional partnership began. We would bump into each other in that locale and retire to a cafe to discuss art, our past endeavours and the world at large. Don't be getting any ideas.
But ideas all we have left.
I can't disagree, just don't trust the words that flow from my mouth. I'm not in the mood for a fight.
The most dangerous activity we could engage in would be a bit of banter, the flow of ideas.
Maybe the only idea we have left is ourselves.
Don't go down that path, it messes with your head. I for one can't believe in who I am or who I say I am. Anyway, I'm a chameleon with a defeated soul.
Never say die, the soul can rejuvenate. As for the chameleon, it's in us all. At times it was a way of exercising or darkness. Bad means good was already old hat to a lot of people, but I think the realization that evil just isn't beautiful, even when it's pure, gave us a fresh perspective. So what's your story?
I'm a messed up head. That's my evaluation. To the shrinks, I'm a schizophrenic, which apparently could be terminal. Medication takes the edge off it, but when the drugs don't work, I'll be singing a different tune.
I need any kind of release from this shitty state of mind, a port in the ever-present storm.
I recognise a fellow traveller. What do you think is wrong with you?
I feel I'm having an insane reaction to an even insaner world. There are no answers just yet, just the passage of time and a search for the mundane. I think I'm illusional, and ecstatic, sometimes psychotic even. He took me into the NSF, a previous incarnation of MindWise. Someone told me I didn't have to worry about all that in here. All that, my attempts to keep up with the real world and the many opportunities it provided for self-expression, my shtick, my act.
The best thing you can do is go seek the head shrinker. He, she will grind your mind into little bits of Prozac before your very eyes. They're magicians.
Sounds like you're asking me to visit the tribal witch doctor for some monkey entrails to cure my itching.
That's not a bad analogy.
I know I need professional help. I mightn't be suicidal, but I feel I can't go on untreated. Where do I go for help? I don't want to end up in the burn. I just need some medication, I'm aware of that much.
Like a good alcoholic, your first step is admitting something is wrong.
The next stage?
Speak to your GP or go straight to the head honcho. My advice would be to keep cool though, or you might get forcibly interned. Section leaving.
Sounds vaguely like the Spanish Inquisition. I hope the payoff will be worth it. Though John never suggested that there was a line of sanity that could be crossed, he did describe some past obsessional behaviour that sounded a lot like what I was going through at the time. Yet he seemed to have some refuge from the thought storm, and this I associated in my mind with his having had treatment. So eventually one day I said to him, I've got problems up here.
Don't we all?
I'm going to get treatment.
Good idea.
And we didn't talk about it again. Getting treatment involved walking up to Knockbracken Healthcare Park, Purdy'sburn as was, going into Graham House and wandering upstairs till I met an older man, who I think now was the chief psychiatrist, and telling him succinctly what I'd been experiencing. He said he thought they could help me, but I'd have to go to a GP, nightmare scenario, or A&E, untried. So one day I met John on the University Road and says to him, I have to go to A&E. Let's go, says he. So off we went to the city A&E. But one look at the crowd in the waiting room and I couldn't face it, even though John tried to assure me they'd give us a cubicle to wait in. But it wasn't to be. So this historical preamble continued for many months until I was hospitalised. At least when I was discharged, I knew where to find like minds. And I wonder when I look back if that wasn't all I was looking for. For those who would listen, who would credit what you said with having meaning, a chance to produce more than a skewed stream of consciousness, rambling monologue, a dialogue with the creativity of others.